The Pathway to Citizenship by Cassandra Vizcaino. Who are immigrants? Immigrants are undocumented people who enter the United States without documents. Major of the people come from Mexico, El Salvador, India, China, and the Philippines. Major population of immigrants that we have are from Mexico. They come for a better life and running from poverty from their country. Many immigrants come to the United States with the mindset of a better future for themselves, but also as well as their family. ICE affecting families. ICE has been around for a major times. ICE is immigration and custom enforcement where they deport people that aren't from the United States. ICE has deported many people, including hardworking people who aren't breaking the law. Many of the times we have seen stories where they have deported people who are working in the fields. They come to their stations and they deport them. Many of this happened in, I believe, 2019 when President Trump was in office. They have also torn many families apart, such as children away from their parents. The rates from ICE were high when President Obama was in office, but it decreased a little when President Trump was in office, but there were still lots of deportations happening. Biden actually announced a law. He wanted to make a law, actually, establishing a rule where he would help immigrants in many different ways. Do immigrants help us or damage our economy? Immigrants are actually a major help to our economy. If immigrants were given the opportunity to gain a better education, there would be a larger population of new jobs for people to apply on, and also jobs where they would be made by immigrants who migrated here to the United States. They actually have become an essential in early 2020 when the pandemic started. They were one of the jobs, farm workers, where their job was essential and they did not stop working. So they worked throughout the whole pandemic. And they also pay taxes. And those taxes actually, they pay them to the United States knowing that they're not even from here, but they still try to do the laws as if they were born from the United States. Opportunities that immigrants are missing out. Getting a stable job. Stable jobs are really hard for people to get, including if you don't have documents, you cannot work any place as a doctor's office, in a hospital, become a teacher. Like, it's really jobs that people don't need, Americans don't want and don't need, are the jobs that are available to the immigrants, such as farm workers. Farm workers are people who work in the fields or work in agriculture, are jobs that many times Americans don't really like to work in those jobs. Benefits Americans are given. For instance, last year, early 2020, there was stimulus checks that were given out due to the pandemic, and many of those immigrants weren't able to get them if they didn't have documents and their kids did. They just canceled out the whole benefits and they didn't get no help at all. And so I believe early 2021, there was a stimulus check that was given out and was able to be given out to certain immigrants. Social Security. If you don't have a Social Security, you can't get a job anywhere stable. Many people that don't have a Social Security usually work in fields, farm workers, agriculture. You cannot work anywhere that is government because you do need a Social Security. So that's jobs that they are missing out on. And education. If you don't have any papers, you cannot really continue your education out after high school, because to continue education, you have to pay for it. Many immigrants don't have jobs because they don't have a Social Security. So those are opportunities that they're missing out on. Although they can go to school from K through 12, they are missing out in after college education for the future. Why they deserve the pathway to citizenship. Students are able to continue their education after high school. There is a program named DACA, but many people still don't have it. And it was canceled for a while. I believe in 2018, it was canceled. It has been talking about renewing it. And I believe it's kind of going on more. now that President Biden is in office, and also job opportunities here in the United States. If immigrants would get education after high school, they would have opportunities of opening maybe new businesses that other people could apply to, which will opening more jobs. And also we are missing out on untold stories that immigrants also do here in the United States. They don't damage the economy, but they also help it in many different ways. And many of those stories are actually told in Univision. That's where they cast many stories that many immigrants go through. So